Welcome back to the Whispering Past Soul Wellness Show. I'm Yogini Tammy, and today I am welcoming back Rodney Darjean. Welcome, Rodney.
Great to be here.
I have been on a healing journey for about 13 years, and I have been discovering all different modalities to work with my own soul wellness to heal myself. And today we're going to be talking about essential oils. I have learned some about essential oils. I have brought essential oils into my soul wellness plan, but I really wanted to bring an expert here on the show. And Rodney is a doTERRA wellness advocate, and I'm going to ask Rodney lots of questions about essential oils today so he can educate me and he can educate all of you. Are you ready, Rodney?
Always. Let's get it.
Let's just start from ground up and basically, what are essential oils?
Simply put, think of an essential oil as a plant in a bottle. They take the plant extract and they put it in a concentrated bottle by the means of a process of distillation and mechanical pressing. And after those processes are done, they put it in a bottle where it can be used. It's almost like a plant on the go type of thing. You know, you ever walked in the room and there's a bunch of plants around you, and there's just a feeling of just uplifting the mood, ease, calmness. You know, plants have a variety of effects on our bodies that are for our benefit.
So it's like nature in a bottle, right? Kind of when you go out and take a walk out in nature. I know personally for me, I feel way different outside than I do inside a building.
Same.
Yeah, and it's amazing. It's like the medicine of the plant right in the bottle for us to utilize for our everyday wellness. Why did you bring essential oils into your life? What was that moment, that light bulb moment that was like, essential oils are for me, they're for my soul wellness?
Well, at first it was like, it's like a plant in a bottle. And now I've been in spaces where people have maybe a couple of plants to having a lot of plants in the room, and I could notice the difference. When I was in an apartment on the 3rd floor in the hot, humid summer, and it gets humid up north here in the Rhode Island and Massachusetts area. And I remember walking up to that 3rd floor, and I was like, ooh, it's gonna be hot. I walk in and I'm just like, whoa, what's going on here? It was almost like a different environment from before I entered the door to when I entered the door. And I was like, what is going on? And I'm looking around, and I've noticed this person had a whole variety of plants all around the house, in each and every room. The humidity, I barely felt the humidity. It was a 90-degree day, and I felt great in that space. So taking that into essential oils, I know I can create a space similar to that experience that I can take with me that I can't readily do with having a house plant of a certain size in my house.
Wow, so that was the light bulb moment. That moment you walked into that room and discovered the plant world. Really? And how it can positively benefit you. That is absolutely amazing. How do you bring oils into your life?
Well, for one, I do a variation of means. So I am an active person. I like to go to the gym from time to time, and after my gym sessions, there's always recovering from my workout. There's feelings of soreness that can come from a workout depending on how intense that I do, what type of lift that I'm doing, if I'm doing like body weight, lifting weights. And some oils that I use to help with that help me get back the next day or the day after based off my gym regimen, and knowing that I'm more confident in going back into my workout feeling refreshed, renewed, and ready to go.
So these oils are really helping with your recovery
Yes.
from working out. Awesome. Now, do essential oils have a specific quality? Or could I just go to any store and buy any essential oil?
No, not necessarily. In the sense that you can go to the store and buy essential oil, but you are not getting the quality that would come from a brand that is top of the line and not tethered with in a way that relieves it from its pure consistency, meaning that a store-bought essential oil, they're adulterated, meaning that they're tampered with in a ways where certain preservatives are used to, say for example, increase the shelf life of the product. If you ever bought an essential oil from the store, some things that it will say is like flammable, because there's alcohol in there, and that affects its purity, that affects its effect that it has. I've experienced that side of essential oils before I've got into the doTERRA brand essential oils, and I would say it was a big difference. The doTERRA brand is CPTG, which stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. Their oils are tested between like 10 to 13 times before they even are put on shelves. So it makes a big difference, just aromatically, the smell, how it feels on the skin topically, internally as well.
Wow. I know for me, my body is very sensitive, and I have to be very careful with the foods I consume, the things I put on my skin. And it's very interesting that we always have to be very cautious with, there's a lot of different things being sold out there, and we have to really do our research and find out which is the best quality. And it sounds like that's the same for essential oils. And if we're putting something on our skin, it's the largest organ of our body, right? So we want to make sure that whatever's being seeped into our body is pure. Wow. Is there anything, I do know that you're a doTERRA wellness advocate, so is there anything else about the way doTERRA manufactures their products? How they source their plants? Is there anything else that really lit you up about going with that particular brand of oil?
Yes. I like how they source directly from the places in which these plants that are extracted and put into bottles are used, and find a means to get that from that area. So in other words, doTERRA, in a means of giving back, they'll do business with these communities from all parts of the world, and providing jobs, helping out people in need, and just creating a space for people to live a healthier lifestyle, provide to the needs of the people that they work with, and establish great working relationships.
Isn't that so amazing? We're all here working on ourselves, right? We're working on ourselves. When we work on ourselves first, we're better for everybody else. But when we're purchasing different products, it's amazing how we're trying to purchase the highest quality for ourselves. But with a company like that, it's like we're giving back. We're helping others as well. So it's just a beautiful thing to be able to work on ourselves and to help other people. So I'm really loving hearing about this doTERRA essential oil company. I want to learn a little bit more about you today, Rodney. So I'm curious to know, what's your favorite essential oil?
Peppermint.
Peppermint. And why is that your favorite? It's actually one of my favorites as well.
Well, peppermint is very versatile in usage. It helps with joint pain, muscle aches. It has a cooling effect on the body when it's applied. It can be taken internally, and I just find it very powerful in its usage and seeing its effects. It was one of the first oils that I used for myself, as well as used for someone else that was having problems with incontinence. And just one drop of that oil, them just inhaling the aroma, helped alleviate their problem.
That is powerful. That's really powerful. I love peppermint. For me, I do have some scent sensitivity issues with different things that I deal with in my own health. And peppermint is one of those oils that I can use all the time. And I personally like to drop peppermint into a spray bottle and use that in the bathroom or wherever I am. I really love that oil. And it's just amazing when you actually experience somebody else using oil and you see just by that first time they used it that it's beneficial. And there's so many oils, right? I'm assuming there's just so many oils out there, and we all have unique bodies, and we all have to figure out which oils are going to be the best, right? And I know also, an oil that might be good for us today on whatever we're working on might not be the oil tomorrow. So do you find that you switch different oils depending on what your needs are, like this week, next week, 3 months from now? Or do you find that you have a similar use of the same oils, or do you switch them out?
I find that, as beings, humans, our moods may change from time to time. And the amazing thing of essential oils is that there'll be essential oil based off a feeling or mood that I'm in. And in that case, where I may need something that to boost my energy, I may look into a single oil or oil blend. For example, lemon oil is good for energy boosting. And if, say, I have trouble with insomnia, peppermint oil is good for insomnia. If I want to relax, calm myself, if I'm feeling a little tense, or maybe even before a workout, as a means to just set myself in that mood to get ready for a workout, I may use lavender oil for that.
Interesting. I just love hearing about your journey with oils. It's amazing to learn about oils, and we're going to do more learning specifically about oils in this episode, but it's been really great for you to offer different things that you do, because I always like to hear people's personal journeys with different things that they bring on their soul wellness. So thank you so much for sharing that. Do you have anything else you would like to add before we get into really talking about essential oils and educating our viewers?
Of course, yeah, there's a lot of things I could say. I'd say always do your own research and find an essential oil that works best for you. Know yourself in the way in which, all right, these moods that I find myself, what can I utilize to help with that mood?
Thank you so much, Rodney. It's so exciting that Rodney has brought a lot of essential oils to share with us today. Thank you so much, Rodney. I'm really excited to dive right into this and just learning, how can essential oils, be used, in our daily life.
Absolutely. Let's get started. So today I have a whole collection of products here. I got my whole collection of essential oils here from all varieties that you can think of and imagine. For start, we're gonna get into the uses of essential oils. So there are 3 ways you can introduce the essential oils to the body. First and foremost is aromatically. And that is simply just inhaling the oil through like a sense, nose, most particularly nose. And today I'm gonna demonstrate utilizing the peppermint essential oil. So with peppermint, as I mentioned before, it's nice in clearing headspace. So whenever for me, I think a lot. Before I go to bed, I'm always thinking. So for it to clear my head, I use the peppermint essential oil, and then I follow up with lavender. This calms and soothes me down.
So you can pair oils together then?
Yes.
Wow.
So simply, I open the bottle up, take it, put it to my nose, and just inhale, and take in all that amazing.
Oh, I feel revived already.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my energy just went up.
Yes, it's amazing. And not just that, there's other ways in which you can create an aromatic atmosphere by the means of diffusing. So here I have a essential oil diffuser, the Terra brand. And with this, it's a very simple process. You add water up to the fill line that you'll find on the inside of the diffuser, plug it in, and then you can set it based off your needs. If you want to set it for a certain amount of time, every diffuser is different. Some can go for an hour, some can go on for 3 hours, or some can just be prolonged for however long you want until you turn it off. Ideally, in a day's worth, 15 minutes worth of that aromatic feel that you get from diffusing the essential oil in the diffuser is all you need in a day's worth.
Wow. So it's my whole entire being feels different just, smelling that peppermint, and it's like, you put it in the diffuser, and it's like you're elevating the energy in your space, you're elevating the energy in your body.
Yes.
It's just like, I'm elevating on the elevation. Yeah.
Yes, we're always raising the elevation. Plants are absolutely powerful. If I would sniff every single plant, but that's not today. So, moving on. The next way to introduce essential oils to the body is topically. So you can apply it to the skin. A lemon oil is a great oil for that. To be noted with lemon oil, it also, if applied to the skin, it can increase the sensitivity to UV rays. So you gotta be mindful when to use it, as a means to make things easier for sensitivities to UV rays. You can also take an essential oil and dilute it through water, as well as also mixing it with the fractionated coconut oil, which also helps with diluting. It's a great carrier oil that makes that process much smoother and easier, and makes it more palatable for the skin.
Wow, it's interesting hearing you talk about the lemon oil and the UV rays. And what came across my thoughts was it's really important to work with somebody like yourself, as an expert, because somebody may get a lemon oil, apply it to skin and not know, and then have some kind of burn from the sun. But you have all the little ins and outs, the little things that people may not have the knowledge about. Mm-hmm. And so it's really great to hear all these little things. And I just think, for me, it's amazing when I think of something or have a question, to just dial you up and be like, hey, mm-hmm. hey, like Rodney is my essential oil dealer. And I have a real respect for you and how you bring in all different modalities for your soul wellness. And it's really great to have somebody that's very knowledgeable. So if I don't know something, I can just dial you up and be like, Aroma Bro, let me know what's going on,
Yes.
So I really like hearing all those little things that most people don't have the knowledge about, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, those little details are important because with the different ways you can introduce essential oils to the body, not every oil can be taken topically. For the most part, I believe most to all oils can be taken aromatically. One of the last components to take essential oils and introduce it to the body is internally. So today I have this shot glass, and we're not going to take alcoholic shots. Don't worry.
That wouldn't be my vibe.
But we're going to take a shot of an essential oil. So this essential oil is DigestZen. It helps with digesting food, digestive properties. It has digestive properties that helps enzymes that help break down food. Whenever anyone deals with issues with digestive problems, it's great for that. Great for that.
Well, I definitely have some dancing around some stomach things that I deal with my chronic situation. So let's do it.
Awesome. So for this, all you need is one drop.
Just one drop.
One drop.
One drop.
Crazy. It's powerful. Here you go.
Cheers. Shot, shot, shot.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor.
Yes.
Mmm. But I can feel it's running all the way down.
That's great. That's great.
Love it. Do you do shots
Do I
of
do
oil?
shots? Yes, I know. I have my DigestZen every once in a while. I don't have chronic issues. So for me, it's not something that I go to frequently, though occasionally I like spicy foods. I like hot foods. Certain spicy foods that have a level of spiciness that's really kicking, like a ghost pepper level.
Wow.
Can upset my stomach. And going to DigestZen for that can just help alleviate some of the issues that my body's going through just from taking something very hot.
Sounds like a miracle worker.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent, excellent. Wow. Aromatically, topically, internally. These oils are like miracle workers for the body, mind, and soul. Sounds like something we all want to bring into our soul wellness plans. I have a couple more questions. I'm curious how all of these oils can help with mood management. A lot of people struggle with low mood, or a fluctuation of mood, high mood, low mood. Can these oils help us have a more stabilized mood?
Absolutely. For when there's a mood, there's an essential oil. And mental health is a big issue that a lot of people are dealing with nowadays. There's so much information out there, but there's so much of an overload of this information here, information there, and like things that we have to do. All this thing distractions can bring us in a space that makes us feel a little anxious of, am I doing enough? Am I getting things done? Mm-hmm. And like with that, like I mentioned, there's an essential oil. And I would say, knowing that mood, knowing that feeling that you have, knowing and doing the research of what oil would be best for that situation. For example, when I deal with anxiety, I utilize my lavender essential oil. It has a calming nature. It makes me, it calms me down. It makes me feel more relaxed. Like I would use it aromatically. I could put it in a diffuser and then let the diffuser go on during the night. So I wake up feeling calm, relaxed, ready to start my day.
Rollers, where you put a carrier oil with, say, the coconut oil with a particular essential oil, mm-hmm. and then you roll it on. Is lavender one of those that you could use that to calm anxiety?
Absolutely, yes. There are roller bottles mm-hmm. that doTERRA has, and they may have the oil in the roller bottle mm-hmm. already ready to be purchased, or you can also buy a roller bottle and put the essential oil in the roller bottle.
So you can make your own.
Yes.
So you can be creative.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And you can blend different oils. Now, when you blend oils, say you're mm-hmm. going to be creative, you're going to make your own roller, mm-hmm. are there certain oils that shouldn't be paired together?
If you're looking to blend oils that you're not sure about blending together, mm-hmm. make sure you find that out, do your research. Because there are a lot of oils out there, and I am still learning to this day of what oils are not good internally, what mm-hmm. oils are good for internal use. So I recommend highly that do your research before you do so, and then take in from the education of you doing your research, make a sound decision from there.
I love these essential oils because they really push us to be lifelong learners, mm-hmm. right? Even if you're an essential oil expert, there are questions that you may not know, mm-hmm. right? Now, I know for me, in yoga and different modalities that I'm really specialized in, I know this much, right? Yeah. In a sea of this much, and it mm-hmm. sounds like that's similar for the oil world. Mm-hmm. Yes, amazing. What would you use if you wanted to boost your immune system?
Great question. So in that case, if I wanted to boost my immune system, I would utilize this right here. This essential oil is called On Guard. And this essential oil is great for immune support, building immunity in the body. Taking this with a glass of water, 8-ounce glass of water or more, daily can go a long way in boosting immunity. Changes of seasons, people can get allergies, change in weather conditions. It can be over here, you may know that it can be really hot one day and then it can be really cold the next day. And that could have a shock on the body, depending on how sensitive one's body is to the change in weather.
We're giving our bodies these oils through whatever our uniqueness calls for. Isn't that an amazing thing, right? Every little thing we put into our soul wellness plan, from oil to yoga to Reiki to meditation to body work to polarity, whatever we're doing, we're giving our bodies the right foundation, the right tools, and I'm hearing that this is another tool that can be utilized.
Absolutely.
I'm curious if you use these for cooking.
from time to time, I actually have used some oils for cooking. Just like you have your herbs that are used for cooking, there are those same herbs that are put into essential oils. For example, basil. When making rice, basil essential oil, in my opinion, is a good essential oil for that. Oregano has its uses as well.
That's amazing. So now we can use them for cooking. I know one thing that I've liked in the past is using this lemon essential oil just in a glass of water. It makes it very refreshing because I know this is one of the oils that can be ingested from the doTERRA brand. And I love also on the bottles, it will tell you if it's ingestible or not.
Absolutely.
And I love the safeness of that.
And that's great. That with oils, there's many uses for it. And I always say to people, like, find the use of which works for you.
Exactly. Find what works for you. I love it. I love it. Couple last things. Breathing is so important, and most people don't even use their full lung capacity, and I'm very big into breath work. I know you are as well. Would you use any of these oils to help with breathing?
Absolutely. A simple single oil that I would use for breathing would be peppermint. However, there is a blend that is specifically used for breathing that's called Breathe. And I gotta say, once whiff with this can be like, whoo,
Yeah, it's
very invigorating.
powerful. It's powerful.
Would you like to try?
Sure. I'm actually familiar, but I would love to take a smell. I actually use this for myself and my family when they start. That's so good. When they start to get stuffy, I boil water on the stove, and then I take a metal pot. I put the hot water in the pot, I put a couple drops of that in, and then I put my head over with a towel and just like inhale with the steam.
Yes.
So that stuff's bomb. That stuff is bomb. I love it. I love it. It's so interesting because, like I said, I've used these things on my journey, but like talking to you today is just like inspiring me even more, because a lot of times on your journey, you'll notice that you use certain things at a certain time, and then you find other things, and then you kind of like go back and forth. It's like a dance.
Yes.
It's like a dance with your own soul wellness, right? And you've reminded me of a lot of things that I've done in the past, and I got to get those oils back out. Like I'm using certain ones now, but there's certain things we talked about today that really have illuminated and reminded me and inspired. We just always need to inspire each other, right? And we need to illuminate. And do you have anything else that you would like to talk about? I know one thing we didn't touch upon was using essential oils for cleaning.
Yes. So with that, essential oils can be very helpful with cleaning, as well as, with having a house. It comes with not just expenses, but also it may come with some form of insects that may be in the household that you just like, how can I get rid of these insects? So also people spend a certain amount of money on house cleaning products, and there's a lot of cost efficiency with using essential oils in household cleaning products. For example, a 50 milliliter bottle can last you for quite a while. There's about 250 drops in a 50 milliliter bottle. It takes about 10 drops to put in a spray bottle like this to do the job that needs to be done. For example, if you have ants, spiders, utilizing peppermint oil, filling this bottle up with water, 10 drops of peppermint essential oil, shake it up, find the areas in which these pests are finding their way into your house, and spray that area down. Next thing you know, you will not see those pests for some time.
Wow. I love hearing about the cost effectiveness of oils. There might be an initial cost for it, but the amount of time you're going to be able to use it, we're always looking for ways to save money. And isn't it amazing we can save money and really benefit our own health at the same time? Is there anything else that you would like to add about essential oils and overall health, like your last thoughts for the viewers? What would you like to leave them with today?
Well, before you find your essential oils, know the areas in which you may need some essential oils to assist with, whether it's mood, whether it's pain in the body, mental health, and then find a doTERRA wellness advocate, do a consultation, and make a decision on taking your lifestyle in a different direction that will benefit you in the long run. Because these oils have lifelong effects.
I love hearing that. That just hit me. Lifelong effects. And on the Soul Show, we always talk about, really going internally, asking ourselves how do we feel, right? Listening, what do we need, right? And then once we know how we feel and what we need, well, what do we need to do? What kind of action do we need to place to be able to get to that place where we're manifesting what we need? And I love it. I highly recommend Rodney. He's an amazing essential oil expert. I thank you so much for coming on the show with me today and sharing all of your beautiful knowledge, because when we have the knowledge, we can do so much better. Right? When we have the knowledge about which oil is going to work for us or how we're going to use it, whether aromatically, ingesting it, topically, this has just been such an inspirational time to learn about oils. And I thank you so much for coming on and really lifting up the viewers, lifting up and helping them in their soul wellness plan. You're an amazing healer and you have so much to offer the world. So it's just amazing to have you here today so you can share and you can touch the lives of all our viewers today.
Well, thank you for having me, Tammy. This was an amazing time, amazing experience. I'm happy to share with everybody the amazing benefits that essential oils can have on the body, and just introducing that to people and just letting them know of the different alternatives out there to creating a better and healthier lifestyle for themselves and others around them can go a long way. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. It was amazing to feel your soul on the Soul Show today, and just keep shining your light. Just keep shining your light, taking the best care of yourself, and then taking the best care of the world. So today we want to leave you with our inspiration card. So let's see what our card has to share with us today. Laugh deeply, breathe fully. I think we did that on this show today, Rodney. We definitely had some amazing laughs, and it was awesome energy. And I know I'm speechless. So I'm just gonna, talk less, feel more. And remember, breathe fully, bring essential oils into your life, gain more knowledge, and you will see on the screen there will be a website you can go to find more information, possibly connect with Rodney. So until the next Soul Show, peace, love, namaste. Namaste, elevated.